takeoff 25 right, American 899. Air transport 4329 Heavy Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right, line up and wait, traffic will park parallel.
25 right, line up and wait, air transport 4329 Heavy.
American 2094, contact departure, good day.
2094, we'll see you. Phoenix Tower, Legacy 550, limit off around the visual 25 left.
And flight 2870, runway 25 left at Hotel 7, line up and wait, traffic, Legacy 6 mile final.
Line up and wait, 25 left, Hotel 7, that's flight 2870.
Legacy 550, Lima Golf, Phoenix Tower, transporting in position, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 25 left, 550, Lima Golf.
Venture flight 2946, right at the end, hold short of runway 25 right at Foxtrot 3.
Foxtrot 3, flight 2946. Your tower for Foothills 125, how much runway remaining at Hotel 7?
6,650 feet available. And flight 2870, wind calm, runway 25 left, Hotel 7, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 25 left, and flight 28, so.
American 2232, transporting in position, cross runway 25 right at Foxtrot 4, right on.
All right, we are live at Sky Harbor again on this beautiful Monday afternoon.
Runway 25 right at Foxtrot 3, transporting in position, right turn on Echo, behind American and contact ground. American 899 over to departure. American 899, contact departure. And flight 2870, turn right, heading 290.
290 on ground American 2232, clear 25 right at and on Echo.
American 2232, Phoenix ground, thank you, taxi via Echo Tango North route.
Echo Tango North route, American 25, 2232.
Heavy, runway 25 right, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 25 air transport.
Venture flight 2946 ground, what is your gate?
Okay.
145, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right, line up.
Amazon Prime departure
American 2232,
right there.
Bravo 28.
I know those for Frontier 2946 ground, where do you park? Frontier 2946, turn left at Delta 4, join Delta, and hold short of Delta 6, and let me know.
We're going to Fox 4, left.
All right.
Delta 4, and hold short Delta 6, Frontier 2946.
Frontier 2946, that one's open. Take Delta to the ramp, thanks.
To the ramp, thanks.
Next up we have Delta, flight 2145.
4329 heavy, contact departure, have a good day.
Good day, transport 4329 heavy.
And that was the Amazon Prime that you just saw depart right there.
At 613 ground, where do you park?
Runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
25 right, clear for takeoff, 2145.
United 1912, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right, line up and wait.
Sure, at 613.
Line up and wait, 25 right, United 1912.
Harbor's Early Golf, stay parking.
Cutter.
There's Early Golf, start to taxi the cutter with me.
So today we are at a new location.
Spirit 613
new location for me. That is usually
turn right,
I'm
Delta,
up on the garage, but I tried this once before.
Delta shorter, Delta 9,
A couple days ago, my audio didn't quite work.
Thank you, American
For those who
2232
aren't
behind
familiar
Spirit at Delta,
with
please.
the Sky Harbor Airport, we are on the south side of the airport on the Rio Salado pathway. So what this is
United 1912, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Is a biking, walking, running path
25 left at Hotel
that goes
7,
along
Wade
the
traffic,
bank of the
parallel.
Salt River
25 left.
for a good number of miles. I'm not exactly sure how many miles, but it passes the airport. As you can see, the pathway continues on. Harbor Airport
Delta
is on the
2145,
banks
contact
of
departure,
the Salt River, which is a dry river, as you can see right there in front of me. It's usually not filled with water. And at this location on the pathway, what the city of Phoenix did was they built a nice little plane spotting area or rest area for those biking along the path here.
25
can,
right, via Delta, Delta
I'll turn the
7,
camera
Echo, Wing Command 4.
all the way around so you can get a look at it. They built a little shelter with some benches and nothing too
Ground 1582
impressive, but just a nice little
Sierra
place to
for
stay.
55.
And
Southwest 1582
the
Phoenix
bike
ground,
path
taxi to Delta to the
continues
right.
down there into the distance, as you can see right there. And whoops, there's also a bench for sitting right up here in the front, outside. And usually there are quite a number of people that come out here on the weekends or work, whatever the case may be.
Southwest maintenance 750 Phoenix ground, taxi to Delta spot 6.
Let me plug in something here.
Southwest maintenance 750, what is the gate? Southwest maintenance spot 6 is closed, you have to enter at spot 7, Delta spot 7.
Okay, Delta spot 7.
Okay, so as I was saying,
2947, push Fox 3.
this location right on the bank of the Salt River gives you a great view of
Push on Yankee, we got back
the south side of the airport,
2947.
runways 25 left and 25 right. And as far as photography,
runway 25 left at Hotel 7, cleared for takeoff.
you'll get a when we do have when we have an east flow,
125, contact departure, have a good day.
you'll get a good view of traffic lining up for departure, as you just saw a couple minutes ago. And you'll get a good view of arrivals that are coming in. We have two runways here on the south side. 25 right would be the furthest one, 25 left the one closest to me, but the beginning of 25 left is not parallel with the beginning of 25 right. 25 left actually starts a little further down there, so you'll get an unobstructed view of aircraft basically passing right in front of you as they are pretty low, approaching the threshold of the runway. You'll see that here in a minute when we have some arrivals.
Here at 613 to Sarah
And like I said, the departures, some great views of departures. Unfortunately, you won't really get a view of departures or traffic on the north runway because of the parking garage and all the buildings and such. But south side action is great from this location, and preferably between the fall and the spring, because you're facing north from this location. So you've got the sun behind you all day long during the fall, winter, and spring. So you get some great light on the aircraft. As you can see today, I didn't think I'd be able to be out here today because the forecast was calling for rain and cold. Well, the rain happened overnight, quite a bit of it actually. There's a lot of mud around here, and it is quite chilly today. Actually, it's probably in the upper 50s. I don't even think we're at 60 degrees. We do have an arrival coming, so we're going to get to see
25 left,
see
Hotel 7,
arrival.
taxi via hotel,
759, takeoff. 5 right, clear for takeoff, Wing Command 4.
And that would be, JSX, the regional airline here, the local regional airline, flying to places like Las Vegas, Burbank, a couple of other locations with their Embraer 135s. And JSX is arriving from Las Vegas. I see them in the distance. I'll get a shot of them here in just a moment. And we're kind of in a slow period during the middle part of the day right now, but things should start to pick up here shortly. I've actually got to zip up my jacket because it is quite a bit chilly here today. And here comes JSX.
Your flight 2947, taxi with Foxtrot.
Approach flight 2947, runway 25 right, taxi via Delta, Delta 9 Echo.
25 right via Delta, Delta 9.
And you can
Echo,
see
Frontier
where the
2947.
touchdown point is on runway 25 left. It's quite a ways down there, but you get a nice view of them landing in front of the city skyline. JSX uses the FBO as their terminal, and the FBO is just at the end of this runway. So it's real convenient for them. Hardly any taxiing involved.
Wingspan 4, turn left in 240.
240, wingspan 4.
And, okay. So let's see what else we've got coming along.
ExecJet 759, monitor tower
Southwest.
120.9er.
20.9.
Southwest 2036 from
Big Chart 4 7, turn left.
San Antonio.
3, taxi to the ramp, remain this frequency.
And-
Wingspan 4, contact departure today.
And that call from air traffic control that you just heard, their call sign, the JSX call sign is Big Stripe, because they have a big stripe on their fuselage. So, but as you can see, the planes are a little bit high. You are looking up a little bit at them when they're landing right in front of you, because of the end of the runway being further down, but it's not really a problem. You still get some great views. You get some great photos here.
Phoenix Southwest 2036 visual, 25 left.
Southwest 2036, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind 1805.
Big line 25 left, Southwest 2036.
All right, so there you heard the call for Southwest 2036 from San Antonio. They're going to be coming into view momentarily. You have a Frontier taxiing. 2947 has just left the gate area. They'll be coming down to the end of the runway here. They're headed to San Diego. See if I can spot.
Search at 759, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 left, at Hotel 7, RNAV to JUTAC, clear for takeoff.
RNAV, JUTAC, clear for takeoff, 25 left, ExecJet 759.
Right there. So you just heard air traffic control talking to ExecJet. That's the call sign for NetJets, corporate aviation business jet. And they were given departure clearance on 25 left.
Skywards 4961.
There are
Phoenix Tower,
aircraft
runway 25
that
right,
do
line away,
take
start
off on
starting
25 left. Usually the smaller planes do, but I've seen empty FedEx planes departing from there. You really can't get a good view of that from here at this location because they are further down. We'll see if we can see them here in a moment. I just tried to get a view of them out the corner of my eye and I can't even see it. And you can also see here how the taxiway that the Frontier is on is a little bit lower than the runway because you can't see the bottom of their wheels. But when they make that turn,
Very good afternoon, Southern Cross, 2259.
when they come up on the runway, they're going to be a little bit higher.
26.8 today. Skywards 4961, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
That's the SkyWest right there that you're looking at.
aircraft calling for clearance. Clearance is on 118.
Southwest 270, coming up on the bridge for spot 7.
Southwest 270 Phoenix ground, taxi via Delta to the ramp.
And that plane that just called for clearance, that is a very unique one, and I really want to get a picture of that one.
2947, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right, line point.
Let me see if I can see.
2947.
Well, I guess that plane took off from 25 left already. You can't see it. But here's lining up, and Southwest is on the way in. Our San Antonio flight right there. Sounds like Frontier is rolling. Yep. And Frontier.
Runway 25 right, clarification.
Precision 25 right, Frontier flight 2947.
And that is Frontier right there, rolling for San Diego.
Southwest 1739, push spot 3, taxi via Foxtrot.
Southwest 1739 Phoenix ground.
There's a little bit of a
25 right, taxi via Delta 10 Echo.
delay in the audio. So when you're hearing the tower give them clearance for departure, they're already rolling. Several seconds have gone by in delay. I don't really think I can do anything about that.
Foxtrot, hold short, runway 25 right at Foxtrot 9er.
25 right, Foxtrot 9, Southwest 2036.
But like I was saying earlier, I don't know if you guys heard it, but there was a plane calling for
runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
calling for departure clearance. Oh, here's a plane departing on 25. Wait. Oh no, that's 25 left or 25 right.
Over departure, Frontier flight 2947. Yep.
So
joining at Skate.
there was a plane that called for takeoff clearance, and the tower told them that they were on the wrong frequency. But that plane,
25 left, Lane McGulf.
we should see them
Low departure, Frontier flight 2947.
taxiing
2.7, climbing
to the end.
Frontier flight 2947, you're still on tower.
Alright, thanks.
And that's a very special aircraft. So I've got my camera ready. You guys will see it too. You guys who are watching the live stream are going to see it along with me.
5.25 right, Southwest 1739.
They should be getting their clearance. They should be leaving here momentarily. They're over at the FBO right now. They're not at one of the gates. But trust me, you'll like it. It's a good one. We have one coming in right now. A King Air from Gallup, New Mexico. We have a Beechcraft King Air landing here on 25 left, right there. And they are inbound from Gallup, New Mexico.
Southwest 1739, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for 25 right, Southwest 1739.
And 739 is right there, actually, because of that delay that I was talking about. See if we can track this one all the way. That's the San Antonio flight waiting to cross the runway right there. And when they depart on 25 right from this location, you'll see them departing in front of the city skyline.
Southwest 2036, Foxtrot 9, crossing 25 right, turn right in Echo, and then contact ground.
25 right, Foxtrot 9, Echo ground.
And that's 2036 right there. They were been cleared to cross 25 right as they taxi and make their way toward the gate today.
Frontier 1376 Phoenix ground, push on Yankee at Piles Discretion. On the Yankee, our discretion, Frontier.
Bring the Golf to kind of
2036, joining Echo, spot 7.
I'm just trying to adjust my tripod here.
2036, Phoenix
Gotta
ground,
make a,
taxi via Echo, Delta 12 to the right.
gotta make a little adjustment here. Whoops. Okay. So we don't have any aircraft waiting at the end right now. But they will be soon. And we got some really good light today because we have some dark clouds up there to the north in the background. And with the sun shining pretty much behind me, it gives us a really nice view today. Great for pictures. See what's going on down at the FBO. Nothing yet.
Ground volunteer 3302, request push, Foxtrot 6, information, Foxtrot.
Sometimes it is a little bit hard to see and
Sir, who was calling for
focus on
volunteer
the
3302,
live chat when I'm trying to
Volunteer 3302,
take some
ground,
pictures
push.
and operate the camera. We are going to have
tail
a
west on
American
Delta is approved.
A321 Neo coming in from San Diego. They are on the downwind approach. I can actually see them with my eyes looking to the south of here, and so they'll be taking a few minutes to make their way around. And anyway, I'm keeping an eye on traffic coming out of the FBO.
Tower 3036, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right, clear takeoff.
SkyWest. SkyWest is departing on 25 right. They're going to taxi right up onto the runway and hit it right there in Embraer 175. You can see when they get on the runway, they kind of go up a little bit. They're a little bit higher than they were on the taxiway. But the one thing about taking pictures from this location is the fence. The fence will cut off the wheels a little bit. I'll tell you more as soon as we get this aircraft going. So like I was saying, if you're taking pictures from the picnic area, or the, I guess the rest area, picnic area here on the walking trail, you're going to probably get the fence covering the wheels. However, if you go down just past metal railing there, the walkway goes up to slightly higher elevation. I think you can even see it on camera how it's raised a little bit. If you take pictures from that location down there, you'll be above. You'll be looking above the fence at the runway. So aircraft on the runway will be complete without any obstructions on the wheels. Unfortunately, we're kind of in a little bit of a lower area, just a little bit.
2838, Phoenix Tower, 25 left, clear to land, wind 1706.
Land 25 left, American 2830.
All right, that's the call from the American that I was talking about coming in from San Diego. And tower says that the winds are 170 at 6 knots. Yeah, it's not too windy right now. It's just a slight breeze, and the winds are coming out of almost due south, 170. So they depart to the west. I see the American down there. I can kind of see the lights in the sky.
Control, good day. Santa Claus 225.
There aren't many obstructions to shooting pictures here. The only obstruction is the pole that's right in front of me, but that's easy to manage because
Santa Claus 225.
you're got pretty much wide open.
5805, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Frontier 1376, ready for taxi with Foxtrot.
Frontier 1376, runway 25 right, taxi via Delta 9
Okay,
Echo.
I see the American down there
Delta 9 Echo.
with its light shining up against the clouds.
And control, 7 Cross 2259.
7 Gulf,
I'll point the camera down there in that direction.
That is correct, sir. 7 Cross 2259 in front of ejection jet. Just wondering, can we start at the engines or are there any restrictions towards mini tech?
Southern Cross 2259.
We have a
that's at your
SkyWest
discretion on the ramp.
taking the
And,
runway
do
right
you want
now.
25 left from Hotel 7 or full length 25 right?
Full length, please. 25 right.
Okay,
Or actually,
advise
it's
when you taxi,
a
the engine starts at your discretion.
it's a Mesa Airlines CRJ headed to Bakersfield.
02's ready to taxi.
But
Frontier
we'll skip that
3302,
one.
runway 25 right, taxi via Delta 8 Echo.
I think you can kind of see the American Airbus
3665 is a Fox 7 ready to push.
coming into view.
Sky 3665, Phoenix ground, push
Yep.
tail west
There
on
it is.
Delta's approved.
Go west on Delta, Sky 3665.
Right there.
Ground, good afternoon. Frontier Flight 2990, Fox 2, pushing William Foxtrot.
Frontier 2990 ground.
And right
Hold the
there
push, I'll call you back.
Hold push.
is the aircraft that I was telling you about.
Airshow 5748, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right.
That's the one that we really want to see right there. It's going to be good, let me tell you guys. They should be leaving in a few minutes.
Frontier 2990.
And we have another Mesa CRJ
Tail west on Yankee, our discretion. Frontier Flight
on the roll.
2990.
Bearing 2838, turn right on the Foxtrot. Hold short, runway 25 right at Foxtrot 9 Air.
And there's another Frontier taxiing to the runway.
This goes 3665.
Going
Your
right up
roll time is
there in
57
front
to the top
of
of the
the
hour.
Phoenix skyline. And we have Contour Airways. Contour, they park on the north side.
At a ground is southwest,
And,
595,
they're taxiing
spot 4, taxi with information Foxtrot.
The runway
595 Phoenix ground.
25
runway
right.
25 right, taxi Delta 11.
I think that
follow
might be the
Embraer
flight going
on
to
Echo.
Page, Arizona.
71,
South 595, behind that Embraer, 25 right. 25 right. Now industrial link 1970, Foxtrot ready to taxi.
Spirit 1970, runway 25 right,
Contour
taxi via
parks
Delta
at
8
the
Echo.
Terminal 3 where Alaska
Delta 8,
Airlines.
Echo, 1970.
Spirit
parks.
613, taxi to the ramp, just give way to company. You can pull in there Yankee 5 or use Delta, your discretion.
We'll use Delta, give way to company, and a Fox 5.
And meanwhile, at the
Yeah,
end,
don't
we've
pull
got
Yankee 5,
American.
the Frontier's pushing, just Delta to the ramp, thanks.
Delta to the ramp.
We have an American leaving.
And ground friendly, or not friendly, but everyone
And Frontier
Alpha at Foxtrot 13 with
is
information, turn south.
Frontier 1376 to Chicago. We
November
also have an American
950
behind
Papa
that
Alpha
one.
Phoenix ground, runway 25
Headed
right,
to Austin.
taxi via Delta,
So-
Delta 7 Echo.
Contour will probably be number 3.
Echo, for friendly, or for,
There's
runway
Frontier
25 right, 950 Papa Alpha.
right there.
Special aircraft Phoenix information Gulf now. Current Phoenix altimeter 2982.
Occupied 1376, runway 25 right, so take off.
25 right, so take off.
1760, sir, runway 25 right, line point.
25 right, line up, wait,
All right, so American 1760 will be next.
650 Charlie Victor with the visual 25 left.
Global 650 Charlie Victor, Phoenix, sir, runway 25 left for land, wind 1506.
Runway 25 left, clear to land, global 650 Charlie Victor.
3971, contact.
Global 250 Charlie Victor. What is that?
That was 3665, ready to taxi with Gulf.
Sky 3665, runway 25 right, taxi via Delta 8. Follow the Caravan on Echo.
That's
Delta
a
8, behind the
global,
Caravan on Echo to runway
global
25 right.
6500 business jet coming in from Jackson, Wyoming. Business jet landing. It looks like the sun is going to be going behind some clouds. Unfortunately, we're going to lose our light here.
Contact departure, Frontier 1376.
Number 0 Papa Alpha, new departure frequency for you is 123.7.
And there's the
23.7, 950.
global business jet right there.
Sky 3665, did you copy your wheels up time?
Negative, because you didn't give it to us yet.
Yep, you just didn't answer. 57 to the top of the hour. So you're void at the top of the hour, Sky 3665.
Hey, wheels up 57, voided 00, SkyWest 3665.
Sky 3665, behind the American Airbus at Echo 9.
Hey, behind the Airbus at Echo 9, SkyWest 3665.
All right. Now it's getting a little tough to get good pictures because we have some clouds to the south of here, and the sun is going behind. So we've got Southwest, and we have Spirit. We'll be departing right behind it.
That was 595, runway 25 right, close takeoff.
Spirit flight 1970 headed to Fort Lauderdale. All right, so the Spirit flight here is an Airbus A319. It's headed to Fort Lauderdale.
Frontier flight 2990, taxi Golf.
Frontier flight 2990, runway 25 right, taxi via Delta 9 Echo.
And I can see a SkyWest
25 right, Delta 9 Echo.
CRJ coming up behind them.
Delta 0 Charlie Victor, taxi hotel to the ramp, remain frequency where you park.
Hotel with you to Cutter, global 0 Charlie Victor.
Scout 3665, monitor tower 120.9. We'll see you.
That was 3665, see you later.
Up 13, hotel 4, proceed on runway 25 left. Sterling 1970, runway 25 right, so takeoff.
Takeoff, 25 right.
November 950 Papa Alpha, thanks, runway 25 right, line point.
25 right, line up in the way, 950 Papa Alpha.
That was 595, contact departure.
That's 595, we'll see it.
Up 13 left.
Sounds like the ops guys are getting on the runway to clear something that's on the runway. I couldn't quite tell what they were talking about there.
Scout 3317, sequence behind traffic off the right, level 4 underneath. from 950 Papa Alpha, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 25 right.
Looks like we have a FedEx 777 over at the cargo
runway 25 right,
ramp
point.
that just came alive on the flight tracker.
Skywest 3665.
We have a Delta connection SkyWest headed to LAX, taxiing right there onto the runway.
1970, good day.
From 950 Papa Alpha, turn left, heading 190.
Left turn 190, 950 for Alpha.
And there'll be a Frontier behind it.
Right, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff, 25 right,
Cal 3217, runway 25 right, flat point.
25 right.
Runway 0 Papa Alpha, contact departure, good day.
Departure 50 knots.
And this Delta connection Embraer is headed to LAX. Oh, looks like I lost my focus there.
Ground Gulfstream 721 Victor Cutter Aviation with Golf for taxi.
Gulfstream 721 Victor Phoenix ground, runway 25
I
left,
see
intersection
Southwest
Hotel 7
pushing
departure,
back.
taxi via hotel.
At the gate,
25 left,
right there.
Hotel 7 intersection via hotel. 21 Victor.
and that one will be 3272 to San Jose.
Runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Up 13, roger, thank you, good day.
Frontier flight 2990, please stay runway 25 right, flat point.
So this Frontier, the Frontier that's lining up right now is also headed to Fort Lauderdale,
Golf, approaching spot 7.
just like that
Southwest
Spirit that just took off a
Phoenix
few
ground,
minutes
runway
ago.
25 right, taxi via Delta 12 Echo.
25 right via Delta 12 Echo.
This is an Airbus A320 Neo.
Departure, good day.
That was 3665, see you later.
And this one is 3 years old. And they're rolling.
Frontier flight 2990, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
25 right, good takeoff. What's your plane doing that, man?
Tower wingspan 2 on the visual runway 25 left.
Waistline 2725 left, clear land, wind 1705.
Ground Southwest 513, down Delta 12.
Cal 3217.
Southwest 513 Phoenix ground, taxi via Delta to the ramp on the north side. Wanted to thank you for your help over there with American.
We have an arrival.
I was monitoring and didn't hear
We have an arrival here to 25 left.
Delta,
I can't tell what it is, but it's coming up pretty close. Southwest.
3272, Phoenix, stay runway 25 right, line point.
25 right on the way, Delta 3272.
Over 21 Victor, monitor tower 120.9.
Monitor 20.9, 21 Victor, thank you.
Cal 3272, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
59 is connection from Texas.
2555, Phoenix, stay runway 25 right, line point.
Southern Cross 2259 Phoenix ground, runway 25 right, taxi to hotel, hold short, runway 25 left, hotel 7. Okay, apologies, we can take runway 25 left. And Southern Cross 2259, can you take 25 left to hotel 7, there's 6,650.
And that Southwest was
Take from
Flight 761 from
Southern Cross 2259, runway 25
Orange
left,
County,
Hotel 7,
California.
taxi to Hotel.
Hotel 7, Hotel 6259.
Hey, ground 513, is it okay if we hang out here into our company? Nice and bye.
Southwest 513, approved.
We have another King Air coming in.
Southwest 761, turn right on Foxtrot, hold short, runway 25 right at Foxtrot 9er.
And we should have
American 2555, runway 25
that King Air should be coming into view right about now.
Scout 3244, main star, runway 25 right, line of point. Southwest 3272, contact departure.
Southwest 37, disconnect. Ground, Southwest Maintenance, 7836. We're located at spot 3. We'd like to relocate the company hangar.
Southwest Maintenance 7836, Phoenix Ground, proceed via Delta.
And it looks like one of Southwest's special liveries that just landed.
Or 7836.
New Mexico 1. You can see it way over there. I think it just landed, or maybe it landed a few minutes ago and pulled in. I think it's at a gate right there.
409 Kilo Golf with Golf, ready for taxi.
It's at one of the gates at the end of that
409 Kilo Golf, Phoenix Ground,
concourse. I'm zoomed all the way in. Well, now it's
25
taxi.
last, Hotel 7 via Hotel, 9 Kilo Golf.
44, runway 25 right, close to takeoff.
So it probably came in on the north runway.
Alaska 927, main star, runway 25 right, line of point.
Yep.
Alaska 927, 25 right, line of going.
Waistband 2, turn right, then hold short, runway 25 right at Foxtrot 6.
It is going to one of the gates right over there.
25 right at Fox Tax, weekend.
American 2555, contact departure on 126.8.
We have up next, departing Alaska, or no, it's an Alaska Airlines 737 lining up for departure. Alaska Flight 927 to Seattle. This is a 737 MAX 9.
Takeoff 25 right, Alaska 927.
And it's only 2 months old. It was delivered in September of this year.
3158, move turn, runway 25 left, clear land, wind 1605, traffic will hold into Richmond.
And ground, Southwest 2259.
Southern Cross 2259, yeah.
Southwest 2259, we've had a bit of an issue and we have to return to stand in the parking queue.
Alright, Southern Cross 2259. Roger, just hold there at Hotel 5, shorter runway 25 left.
Holding at Hotel 5 short.
So there is a Gulfstream business jet that's lining up on runway 25 left for departure.
Slot 7, Golf.
So 2855 in a crown, runway 25 right, taxi Delta 12 Echo.
See that from here.
25 right, Southwest 2855.
Southern Cross 2259, remain this frequency. I'll be right back.
Okay, 759.
All right, there goes Alaska 927 off the runway headed to Seattle. And where's that business jet right there? It should be right there.
Southwest 761 at Foxtrot 9, crossing the 25 right, turn right on Echo, and then contact ground.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, it's really hard to see
On Southern Cross 2259.
these planes that are departing on 25 left.
Hold bar there off your left side. We've got one arrival, and then we'll get you holding, continue.
Okay, no, wait. That's it right there. That's the Gulfstream right there.
2259 from the Hotel 5 there. Hold short on 25 left, and remain this frequency.
So you can see where the end of 25 left is. all the way down there,
Southwest 761.
where that plane is departing from.
761, finish ground taxi, Echo Delta 10 to the ramp. Connect.
Hotel 7.
Echo Delta 10, good Angel. Clear for takeoff, 21 Victor.
All right, it looks like our special plane of the day is pulling out of the FBO. Come on, hurry up, before the sun goes completely behind the clouds. I want to get a decent picture. See if I can bring up the ground frequency.
Number 71 Victor, contact departure on 12618 today.
Okay, we'll switch to 26.8 now, 21 Victor, good day.
Harrison 1926, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 25 right, 99.
Harrison 28, current southwest 2855, answer runway 25 right.
All right.
Driveway 25 right, southwest 2855.
And then hotel back to parking.
Okay, set that on the runway to
Southwest 2855, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 25 right, southwest 2855.
Harrison 1541, Phoenix runway 25 right, left point.
Point 25 right, American 1541.
543, Phoenix Tower, Phoenix South Timber 2982.
Stay clear, 543.
South 3158, turn right at Foxtrot, hold short, runway 25 right at Foxtrot Diner.
Well, so much for that opportunity. There it goes.
City Star America 693, visual 25 left.
Another 25 left departure,
Clear land, wind 1806.
693.
or not.
1926, contact departure 12618 today.
Southwest wind 7836, continue to hang again.
South 3112, answer runway 25 right, left point.
Runway 25 right, got 3112.
ground southwest 3124, ready to push Charlie 7 with Foxtrot.
Southwest 3124, push approved.
Yep.
Southern Cross 2259, from the continue via hotel to parking.
All right, so they were going to depart, but looks like they are going back to the FBO for some reason. Oh well, there is another departure on 25 left. That business jet that you see right there, that is a Embraer Phenom 300? See, where'd they go? No, that's not. That's not the one. They're crossing over. They're about to cross the runway. No. Taxiing into position. Yeah. That's going to be a 25 left departure right there. So we have an American landing. I'm just trying to keep track of my my flight tracker. See where that 737 is going to. What's coming in next? We have an American 1451.
Ground and flight 2852, cutter with golf range taxi.
Calling ground, it was unreadable.
And we have a Southwest.
Flight 2852 at cutter with golf ready to taxi.
And transmitter's got a bunch of static in it. I don't know if we get another one check.
And ground on flight 2852 at corner, permission golf ready taxi.
Okay, so there should be an American.
Flight that time out at Cutter. What was the call sign?
Ground Temple 3124, we're at spot 5 with call.
Delta 3124, runway 25 right, taxi, Delta 11 Echo.
Delta 11 Echo 25 right, Delta 3124. Ground on flight 2852 at corner golf ready taxi.
Flight 2852.
American 1451
Hotel 7, taxi via hotel.
is inbound right here, coming into 25 left. And that one landed from Houston. And there should be a Southwest coming in next. There's actually two Southwests on the approach. We have another Southwest right there, taxiing to the end for departure, and an American coming up as well. See which one of them gets to depart first. The first of the Southwests will be
Southwest 3124, tower 20 negative.
Actually, I think the first one to land is going to be another American from San Francisco. And 3124 taking the runway right now. This 737-700 will be heading to Austin, Texas in a few seconds. And then we have the American right there. American A321. Flight 487. This is an A321 Neo. It's headed to Salt Lake City. 2-year-old aircraft. What is that? Another aircraft? Kind of weird for them to be in that area, right in the vicinity of a departure. I can't tell what that is. See if it shows up on the flight tracker. No? Okay, I don't see anything.
Okay, line of point, runway 25 right, 2027.
All right, so United is going to line up and wait. And they are headed to Washington, D.C. It'll be a 737-800 today. Right there. Yeah, it shows up really good on the camera. You can see how the fence kind of gets in the way of that landing gear right there. The top bar of the fence. So if you were standing here with a camera to take a still picture, you would have a fence cutting off your landing gear. That's why you have to move a little bit further to the west, where the elevation is a little bit higher. And I see we have an arrival coming in.
2027, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, runway 25 right, 2027.
2027 departing for Washington, D.C. And we have a American
American 922, can you clear runway 25 right, clear for takeoff? Right, 25 right, clear for takeoff, 972.
So as soon as that one lands, we have one departing.
27, contact departure, good day.
We have an American 972. That one will be headed to JFK. That is a 737-800.
Southwest 1582, clear runway 25 right, line of point. 25 right, line of point, Southwest 1582. American 2798, turn right on Foxtrot, hold short, runway 25 right at Foxtrot 9er.
Fox short, 25 right, Fox 9, American 25.
We actually have two Southwests getting ready to depart. And the first one is 1582 to Spokane. No. I'm showing that as an arrival.
Calling for clearance, you're on the wrong frequency, clearance is 118.1. Southwest 1582, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 25 right,
So Flight Radar 24 is showing this one as arriving from Spokane. So maybe it's headed back to Spokane.
6.8.
Alright, over departure on 26.8, American 932.
The next Southwest.
Tower American 1083, 25 left. American 1083, Vinny 725 left for land, wind 1906.
The next one will be headed to Sacramento.
Southwest 4899, runway 25 right for takeoff. 25 right for takeoff,
I missed that SkyWest right there. It's going to get in there in front of the Southwest.
Runway 25 left for land, wind 1905.
And we have two arrivals. I can see two sets of lights coming at me.
Southwest 1582, contact departure.
For runway 25 left.
26.8, Southwest 1592, good day.
Let's see. Well, my signal is doing pretty good today. Here's our first arrival. Right there. It's an American 737-800.
Fox 9, cleared across runway 25 right, north route, American 2798.
Good afternoon, Tower. Envoy 3890, visual 25 left.
Envoy 3890, Vinny runway 25 left for land, wind 2005.
Clear to land 25 left, Envoy 3890.
Southwest 4899, contact departure.
Okay, let's try that. All right, we have a Southwest on approach.
Runway 25 right, let's take off. 25 right, let's take off, Southwest 3488, taxi except runway 25 right. We take 3488. So 3488, change to runway 25 right, runway 25 right, there's the land. 5 right for land, 3580.
All right, so that next Southwest will be landing on 25 right. The one that you see right there.
Southwest 2087, contact departure. American 1697, King Sir, on the 25 right, Fox 108, the status 137, 6 mile final. 25 right, runway 1697. Southwest 1915, contact departure, good day.
Good day.
All right, we have an American departing right there.
Medevac 305 in the Dolphin, Star runway 25 left, to Hotel 7, line 48, cross the Kevin, broadcast from the ambulance.
All right, so if you guys can see this, yeah, I know it's blurry. Hang on. I'm trying to get a focus on it right there. So this plane right here, I believe this is the one down by the FBO. This is a plane that arrived a couple of hours ago from Marana, which is only down near Tucson, the storage facility. And it is being ferried somewhere. Don't know where. For now, it's supposed to be being ferried to Canada. And they had to go back to the FBO for some reason. I think that's it. They're not up on the flight tracker. No, it's not. Those Uniteds are arrivals. But what I'm looking at is right down there. I can't tell if that's actually the one, because it looks like a 777 to me. But there is a 737 down there from Belarus. Yeah, Belarus. And it's being ferried somewhere. The landing here at Sky Harbor was only supposed to be a fuel stop, but they had to return to parking as they taxied out. So I don't know what happened. If they will actually get out today. But that plane was the one I was hoping to see, because I literally just missed it coming over here on the landing. So it looks like we have some clouds coming in from south. Right there.
Calling for pushback, ground is 132.55.
That's about the extent of how much sun we have here today, late this afternoon. So it's getting cloudy, and it is noticeably cooler than it was when I came out here. Every once in a while, there's somebody passing by on a bicycle. Not too many people out here today because of the cold. But we have an American landing. All right, let's see what else we got coming in. That Southwest that took off was just now is headed over to Dallas. And we have one coming from Denver. I don't know if it's going to land on this side, though. It may go north.
Turn right on Foxtrot, hold short, runway 25 right at Foxtrot 9 there.
All right, right on Foxtrot, hold short of 25 at Foxtrot 9 American.
American 890, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right, so takeoff.
We do have an air transport, Amazon Prime 767 pushing back from cargo on the opposite side there. And they'll be taxiing down here to the end in a moment.
Contact departure.
3400, go departure, have a great evening.
American 890, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right, so takeoff.
There is a Pilatus landing on the south side, turboprop. Where is it? Focus. Yep, right there.
Put the 145 Phoenix Tower, good afternoon, runway 25 block, clear to land, wind 1605.
We have several departures that are heading out now. We have, let's see, we've got the Frontier at the back of the line right there. Looks right there. In front of Frontier, we have a Delta 737. We have another Delta A321 right there. We have a United on the runway. We have one Southwest that's holding back in the background. We have an American. So now we're starting to see. Now we're starting to see the departure action. United 2028 headed to Denver.
Left here at Hotel 4, 13.
Is this one?
United 2028, runway 25 right, start to take off. Delta 1483, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right, line away, traffic from Southfield.
All right, Delta 1483 will be next. They're headed to Detroit.
26-8, good day, American now.
And you can see in the background right there.
Slow tower, just speed 616 with you on the visual 25 left.
Oh no, that's the one that just landed.
616, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 left, to land, wind 1705.
And we have another business jet landing. So it looks like Delta is in place and ready to go. Delta 1483 headed to Detroit today. It feels like it's almost as cold as it is in Detroit right now, I'll tell you. It is quite chilly out here. Okay, maybe it's a little bit colder in Detroit, but it's definitely chilly.
Delta 1483, runway 25 right, close to takeoff. 2514, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right, line point.
25 right, line up, Boeing American 2514.
Up next, American Flight 2514.
Delta Delta 2076, we sequence behind the American Airbus taking the runway.
This one will be headed to DFW.
Sequence behind the Delta 73 up the right. 753, sequence behind Southwest of Delta 13. Serving 2514, runway 25 right, for takeoff.
Runway 25 right, clear for takeoff, American 2514.
All right, that's 2514 right there.
Right, on point.
Runway 25 right,
Delta 1483, time departure 12618. Departure 145, check the ramp.
Now the second Delta aircraft is going to be 2076. Will be headed to Seattle. Let me do this.
Delta 2076, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Check, check. Hello, hello. Is my audio coming through? Okay. I think I may have gotten rid of the noise.
American 2514, contact departure.
Calling departure 2514, good day.
So I see the Air Transport International, Amazon Prime.
Delta 518, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Somebody got 25 right, 518.
Departure flight 752, runway 25 right, land point.
Runway 25 right, American 752.
Right there. And they're making their way down to the end.
Delta 2076, contact departure 12618.
Departure 12618, Delta 576.
Oh.
Departure flight 752, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff 25 right, Frontier 752.
American 2333, runway 25 right, land point.
Line up and wait, 25 right, American 2333.
Southwest 518, contact
So
departure
this
12618.
Amazon Air Transport International 3487 is headed to Rockford.
The ramp and just monitor ground on the way in where you're parking.
And
into Qatar Aviation Monitor, Jet 3616, good day.
right there. And it's 22 years old. And this aircraft was originally delivered to Delta. And it was converted to a freighter at some point.
American 2333, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff. Departure flight 752, contact departure 12618.
So this plane was probably frequently seen around Atlanta in past years as it was with Delta. One of their many 767s flying on their long-haul flights.
Air Transport 3487 Heavy, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 25 right, Air Transport 3487 Heavy.
And there you heard the tower give them their clearance. As soon as they get on the runway, they will step on it.
American 2333, contact departure 126.8.
Taking off right in front of the Phoenix skyline. A nice shot of that big 767 heading off into our cloudy sky that we have here.
Tower, Southwest 3680, we're sidestepping over to 25 right.
Southwest 3680, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right, clear to land, wind 1906.
Clear to land, runway 25 right, Southwest 3680.
Transport 3487 Heavy, contact departure 126.8.
Start departure 26.8, Transport 3487 Heavy, home.
And taking a look down at the FBO. Now, that plane might actually be a FedEx. There is a FedEx that's going to be departing at about 5:20, but there is a 737 back there behind it. If that's not it, then you can't see it, but it's definitely there. And I don't know what the status will be on it. They've apparently shut down and gone off the tracker, so.
Visual 25 right.
Southwest 776 Phoenix Tower, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind 1808.
Clear to land, 25 right, Southwest.
And we have a Southwest landing on 25 right. Doesn't happen very often, but this one decided that they wanted 25 right.
Southwest 776, would you like runway 25 right?
Hey, Premier, Southwest 776.
South 776, change to runway 25 right, runway 25 right, clear to land.
All right, well, the second one also wants 25 right. So 25 right they'll get. And it looks to me like, if you see in the distance here, we have that
48 Phoenix Tower, Echo 10, cross, runway
big one.
25 right, then a Golf 7, cross, runway 25 left, monitor ground to the right.
That is American Flight 194 headed to London. They took off from runway 26 on the north side. Of course, you don't get to see the runway action from this spot, but sometimes they come down here to the south side. It doesn't happen that often, but they do. I've seen it. Most of the time, though, they depart from the north side.
340, did you want us to cross at Gulf 8 or Gulf 7?
348, there's nowhere to cross after Golf 8, so Golf 7, cross, runway 25 left.
Okay, cross Gulf 7 for her 348.
Okay. Let's do that. Let's go back to the hold area. You see one coming in the background for 26, and we have an American, looks like an Embraer, 175 lining up. Or making its way to line up. This would be a flight for Bakersfield.
Tower on board 3555 is ready to you.
On board 3555, Phoenix Tower, roger traffic, mile land final.
That's them.
Roger.
That plane will be headed to Bakersfield, California. It's getting cold out here. It's amazing what the sun will do for the temperature, huh? Let's see.
What's that ground?
0348, just miles around 132.5.
3255.
Well, the current temperature is 55 degrees here in Phoenix. So, yeah, it's definitely feels chilly when there's no sun. We have a Kalita 747 coming in tonight. Unfortunately, it'll be here after dark. Coming in from Louisville, probably handling some more freight. And let's see. We have an MD-11 coming in about 10 minutes.
So 776 to run an echo, contact ground.
We have
Envoy 3555, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 25 right, onboard 3555.
UPS, a UPS MD-11 N262UP. It should be here in about 14 minutes, according to Flight Radar 24. This plane, interesting thing about it is that this is the last MD-11 built. The one that will be coming in about 14 minutes. So that one's got an interesting historical view on it. Maybe I'll stick around to see that one. How about that? Because I am definitely wanting to get out of this cold here. Whoop.
Southwest 1873, would you like runway 25 right?
Yeah, we'll take it Southwest 1873.
Southwest 1873, change to runway 25 right, runway 25 right, clear to land.
So it seems like most of these last several arrivals, the tower is asking them if they would like runway 25 right. And they're all pretty much saying, yeah, give it to me. I mean, the difference is it makes it a little bit easier on taxiing because they don't have to worry about stopping to hold short of an active runway to cross 25 right if they land on 25 left. So it might save a couple of minutes of getting to the gate. But they give them that option since we don't really have too many departures going on right now. And that's the one right there. And because they're landing on 25 right, we're a lot closer to the touchdown point than we are at 25 left.
Envoy 3555, contact departure, good day.
Departure, good day, onboard 3555.
So you'll see the touchdown right there, a little bit of float right there. Kind of floating down the runway a little bit. There's a view. There's a view of our Phoenix Sky Harbor Control Tower.
Phoenix Tower, helicopter 82 Whiskey Pop,
I think you can kind of see a little bit inside there.
Transition, southbound to the northwest corner.
Now that we don't have the sun glare behind it.
Stop button.
Let's see what else we have on rival right now.
Union Tower, Caterpillar 52, visual 25 left.
Telus 1873, turn right on Echo, contact ground.
Echo, go to ground, Delta 1873.
Caterpillar 52, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind 1607.
25 left, clear line, Caterpillar 52.
Information your hotel now current, altimeter 2982.
All right, so this next aircraft coming in is Qatar flight. This is for Qatar Aviation, the FBO. And they're going to land on 25 left because the FBO is right off of 25 left. So as soon as I can see them come into view, we'll get them. We don't have any departures lining up at the moment. We have the UPS MD-11. Now, the one thing about that UPS, though, I don't know if it's going to land on the south side.
Barbara 3, let's take the west transition back to the north half.
It may go to the north
Barbara 3, west transition approved.
because it is coming from Louisville. And where's that? I see the Qatar flight in the distance. Still kind of far out. Coming from San Diego, Montgomery Field. It's a Pilatus PC-24. Is that right? It looks like a Cessna in the picture. But its description is a Pilatus PC-24. They're still a little ways out there. And that UPS MD-11 might come into the north side because they're coming from Louisville. Most arrivals from the north will land on the north side. So we have an American right
57 Phoenix Tower, wind 1607, runway 25
there.
Clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 25 right, American 2757.
American 2757 right there. They were cleared to go before they even got on the runway. Okay, here is the Qatar flight that was. It's a Pilatus PC-24 coming in from Montgomery Field in San Diego. It's hard to get a focus on it.
Delta 4554, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right, line up and wait 2 more minutes for your release.
Okay, line up and wait 25 right, Southwest 4554, thanks.
Helicopter 2 Whiskey Papa, contact North Tower 118.7.
So the tower told this Southwest to line up and wait, and they've got 2 more minutes to hold on their
57, contact departure.
for their departure window. As you heard them say that they have another 2 minutes to wait on their departure window. So to keep the traffic flow going, they've got very specific departure windows on these flight plans. And that one is headed to Denver, 4554 is headed to Denver. As soon as they wait the 2 minutes.
52, turn left Hotel 3, taxi Hotel to the ramp, remain this frequency.
Left Hotel 3, Hotel to the ramp. You have a good night, Caterpillar 52.
Okay. So they're going to be holding over there for about another minute before they can leave. And in the meantime, we'll check in on the UPS MD-11. Okay, it looks like that UPS MD-11 is going to be arriving on the south side. I can tell from its location on the flight tracker. Makes sense for them because the UPS ramp is much closer if they land on the south side.
Southwest 4554, runway 25 right, clear to takeoff, wind 1607.
Takeoff 25 right, Southwest 45.
And right there we have Southwest 4554 headed to Denver. Okay, so let's check this. All right. Sounds good. So I think this UPS will end up being the last one that we do here. We should see it. Okay, no. All right, apparently it is not coming from the
Southwest
south side.
4554, contact departure 126.8.
26, take it.
All right, UPS is headed for the north side. But they will be taxiing across the bridge. I think we can kind of see that. We might actually get a view.
United 1398, Phoenix Tower,
Of
runway
them.
25 right, line up and wait.
Runway 25 right, United 1398.
I think that's it right there. Let's take a look at it right there. Yeah, what is that? All right, so this plane is actually landing on the north runway, but it's so big that you can see it from here. It's a UPS coming from Louisville, and when it comes out from behind the obstruction, this is actually the last MD-11 that was built. It was delivered to UPS in January of 2001. And that was the end of 3-engine aircraft production for Boeing, or it was McDonnell Douglas, but merged with Boeing.
Correction, United 1398, runway 25 right, clear to takeoff.
Well, the current time is now 5:04. The official sunset time is 5:20,
Western
I
14,
believe.
65, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right, line up and wait.
5:20,
65,
but
25 right, line up and...
the sun is already gone. We don't have to worry about sunset. It's been gone for a while. And it's just going to get darker at 5:20. Darker than what it is now. The UPS MD-11 will be coming across the bridge right there. So we'll get a view of it when it comes across the bridge. I'm actually surprised that my internet connection held up as good as it is today.
Western 1465, runway.
I'm showing no drop frames.
Western 1465, clear takeoff.
Very good.
United 13.
Very good internet today. We have a WestJet.
Tower,
Just departed in front of us.
Romeo, visual 25 left.
Medevac 915, Mike Romeo, Phoenix Tower, runway 25
And
left,
that
clear to
was
land,
headed
caution,
to
wake turbulence,
Edmonton.
large jets, depart the parallel.
Clear to land, 25 left, 5 micro.
Okay. So. Oh, it's cold out here. Well, I'm still showing 55 degrees on my weather app. I'm sure it'll be soon going a lot lower than that.
Ready to go.
261, Phoenix Tower, thank you, runway 25 right, cleared for takeoff, wind 150 at 7.
Takeoff, 25 right, American 361.
WestJet 1465, contact
There's the American right there.
126.8.
186.8, Western 1465, yeah.
American Airbus departing. So we should be seeing UPS coming. Yeah,
American 2104.
I know,
Phoenix
55
Tower, wind
degrees is not as bad as
runway
32.
25 right, cleared for takeoff.
Just take off
but
25
to
right,
me it
American
just
361.
feels cold. It just feels cold to me. Maybe it's because I haven't seen 55 for almost a year. Maybe that's it. I mean, if it was 55 every day, it would probably feel a lot better. I remember when I lived up north, and when it was a lot colder for the entire winter in the springtime, when it would get to be 55, it would be almost like short sleeve shirt weather. Yeah, not today. Not short sleeve shirts today. We have a couple of
261, contact
arrivals.
26.8.
26.8, alright, American 261, what's you?
All right, UPS is on the bridge right now. And there they are.
63, Phoenix Tower, wind 160 at 8, runway 25 right, cleared for takeoff.
25 right, clear for takeoff, American 22.
There's UPS MD-11, registration N262UP. The last MD-11 built, and built as a freighter, delivered to UPS in January of 2001.
04, contact departure.
American 2104, we'll see you.
I believe that UPS has the largest fleet of MD-11s
918 Hotel, Phoenix Tower, runway 25
right
left,
now.
cleared to land, caution wake turbulence, large jets depart the parallel, wind 160 at 8.
Clear to land 25 left, now 18 hotel.
Okay, so they're going to have to cross the active runways. So make a slight turn there.
PS 2850 heavy. PS 2850 heavy at Echo 10, cross runway 25 right, turn right on Foxtrot, off further.
Okay, at Echo 10.
Evac 5 Mike Romeo, turn left Hotel 3, taxi via Hotel to the ramp, remain this frequency.
Hotel 3, Hotel to the ramp with you, 5 Micro.
2763, contact departure 126.8.
26.8, American 27.
South 597, visual 25 left.
Southwest 597, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind 160 at 8.
Clear to land 25 left, South 597.
Yes, 2850 Heavy, one try on Foxtrot, hold short of the Foxtrot 6 intersection. You have company pushed over there in your alley.
Alright, hold short Foxtrot 6, CBS 28.
Spirit 614, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 25 right, Spirit Wing 614.
So they said that there's company aircraft pushing from the UPS ramp. So as usual, guys, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification so you will be notified when I put up my next stream. And I'll give you a hint right now. There's a chance that I may do a stream tomorrow,
18 Hotel, turn left Hotel 3, taxi via Hotel to the ramp, remain this frequency.
but it won't be here.
Hotel 3, Hotel, remain with you, 918 Hotel to the ramp.
For 918 Hotel, no delay vacating, please. Travis on a 1 mile final behind you.
I've got some ideas, and
14, contact departure 126.
we'll have to see how things work out. But there is a possibility that I may do a special live stream. I won't be able to schedule it too far in advance, though, because I don't know what the situation is going to be like. But anyway, it would be pretty cool if I could do that. So it's a possibility for tomorrow, and not at Sky Harbor. That's my hint for you, not at Sky Harbor. So now that UPS is headed into parking, give you guys a look at the downtown Phoenix skyline. And I'm going to wrap up the stream for today. And so I want to thank everybody for joining. Yeah, which airport is an A350 43 minutes away?
Turn on the Foxtrot, taxi west on Foxtrot.
Not this airport.
Foxtrot 4, cross 25 right, and contact ground at Echo.
Left turn, Foxtrot 4, cross 25 right, and right on Echo, South 597.
There's no A350s coming in here.
Wind 160 at Niner.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and call it a stream here, guys. And I will see you all on the next one. Thanks for stopping in.